welcome back to this episode, everyone. In this one, we're going to be finishing off the assembly. Alright everyone, welcome back. We are going to be working on the engineering hull here. Okay, I already put this on the bottom here. I drilled out the holes to go up inside. I'm going to be using fiber optic cables. I haven't decided though where I'm going to put the red LED. I was kind of hoping I could use this one back here, but it's pointing in the wrong direction and all that. So maybe I'll just put one over here. There's a lot of space there. I can put it and just run the cables right up to it there. I can't put it here because I've already got a line that's going to be going down there for the flasher. Yeah, okay. There we go. Looks good. Not bad. There you go. Okay, got it all hooked up there. Looks pretty good. Alright, now I added another light here for the flasher, which I'm going to drill a hole right here. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Now that's ready for the fiber optic lines. Just got to run the line, do the heat shrink on the light, and it's ready to go. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Very nice. It's ready to be hooked up. Okay, now I painted each one of these with the silver on there to keep the light bleeding, especially for the reds here. So it looks good. Now I'm going to connect the primary hull wiring them up to the secondary hull. All right, now before I connected the two halves, I used my gunship gray. They're really dark, and I went around all the edge here to cover up any light bleed through. So like I shut the lights off, plugged in the power, and then I just went around and I painted areas where the light was really coming through. So now there's no more light. So I get these two halves here connected, just wiring connected. I'm not going to actually attach them just yet because I need to get the warp engines ready to go. So now this is completely done. I just got to connect the wires up to that, and we can work on getting the warp engines ready to attach. All right, let's so I'll start with the main power here. Okay, the yellow, or the orange and the purple, that's the faster flashing. Green and yellow is the slower. Now for the LED here, that's the faster one. The one back here is slow. And I'm just going to hook up the main power here. Where is it? Okay, so the hole right here is where the power is coming down. That is right. Okay. Where I want to go. I might as well go down here to the lower one. Okay, I'm gonna have to move these out of the way of that because I have a very high risk of melting these, so I'm just gonna get those down there. I do not want to risk melting these fiber optic lines. You need a bit more solder on there. Okay. A little bit more on this one. All right. It's always helpful to do quick tests. Oh, baby. My client's ship is so sexy. I ordered another one for myself. Oh, I already told you that. Right. And then my old ship I will put up for sale. Okay, wait a sec here. This is a particularly sticky one that won't go in. There we go. Okay, all right. Now, faster flasher is right here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Oh no, this one. Orange is positive, purple is negative. So let's get to the purple one first, because the purple's way deep inside here, and it's going to be a bit tough here. I think what I'm talking about is right, the pin way back inside there. It's the one I gotta fight to get to. And the one out here is easy. That's the positive side. Negative's down there. All right, there we go. Looks good. I'm gonna have to add extra lengths onto this to be able to reach all the way down there. It's just not long enough. Okay. All right, I got 2 strands here. Okay. Just because there's like only one tiny strand in there for the wire, it's really, really tough to get solder on it. So what I gotta do, use this fancy little gadget again. There we go. Now the solder has something to grab onto. Now, heat shrink. This is just to make sure there's not, when the wires are in there, they're not going to be touching anything else inside and inevitably causing a short. I would not be a happy camper if that did, because then that would have me crack the ship open to fix it. And I don't particularly feel like doing that. And I'm sure my client would appreciate that too. Me not having to do that. Okay, there we go. There. Now we got more than enough length now. Okay. Add just a little bit more solder. Okay. Yellow negative. Okay. Now I'm going to have to do another light test here. Oh, do you have to? Yes, I have to. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I had a bit of an issue with these two lights here. The connection back in here wasn't soldered properly, so that's fixed now. Everything is lighting beautifully. They're all flashing. It's good. All right, now I'm gonna be working on the warp engines here. I just got to get the pylons here wrapped around the wiring. Okay, so this one's for this side. This one's for this side. And they go on here. Okay. Being a bit stubborn, are we? I had to slide it in. Okay. Not a whole lot more I can do with these ones once I get these bottoms on, because the glue needs to dry before I can add the second half on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. I added the glue along the outer edges there because it's going to seal it in. And later on I can go back and paint that and it'll look really smooth. Okay. All right, now I have to let these sit for a few hours before I can add the tops on. Okay, so I got these all ready. So I go here. I'm gonna have to make a little notch there and here for the wiring to go through. But first, what I want to do is I want to glue these in place so that they cannot move. I need them as flat as I can get them, so I have to untangle these things. Trying to keep them in the center of here as much as I can. Okay. And what I need to do now is I need to mark on here where the notch has to go. So, got it marked there. And then when it comes down here, it's going to come just like here and here, on there. Okay. So it's going to go straight that way into the hull. Okay, you got that mark there. Good. Okay, alright, finally we're able to put these together. So just made a channel here to put these, to slide these down onto. Just need to double check. Yeah. Pretty nice fit. Okay. Try and get these to work here. That's kind of a crazy thing to see, but that's what it's got to take. That's what it's got to take. How can you tell I don't want this thing coming off, eh? Lucky guess. No, this is gonna work with this one. Maybe this one. Say what? Mother trucker. Really? No, I'm not talking to you, kitty. Okay, there we go. Gotta let them set now. I think I'll let them set overnight. I really don't want this thing to go popping off. Okay. All right, there we go. Looking good. Just gotta get these on here and on that one. Attach the wiring. Then I can actually start putting this thing right together. Okay, I'm gonna start with this side. It's the easiest one to do. I still have to drill holes here. Gotta have somewhere to put the wiring, right? clean up here. Good. Okay. These two long ones here. And then the main power ones. Going to do a test fit here first, just to make sure it's going to fit okay. Oh yeah, yep. Okay. It's going to be snug, which is what I want. Well, looking good. All right, just gotta let that set for a few hours before I can do anything more. And she's coming together. Looking better. Got the main power here hooked up to both engines here. And I got the flasher here tied in. I just got to use what I got here is liquid electrical tape. I'm going to put on here, and then I got to let that dry, and then I can start closing her up. There we go. I just got to let that dry, and then I can do one more light test and then close her up. Alright, that's all set. That looks good. I put a 470 ohm resistor on this line here. It goes to the red flasher, and now you can see the green when it flashes. I got the power for these lighting here all plugged in there. Now I just need to run a main power line that goes down here into the stand, and I got this hollowed out tube here, which is going to go in there like that. Wiring goes right down the center of the tube into the stand, and I'll have the switch and the power and everything coming out the bottom there. So let's once I get that power line run there, I can close it up. There we go. And I hot glued it so the wires do not move. Looks good. All right, before closing it up, light test. Ooh, yeah. Looking good, looking good. Oh yeah. Looking Very good. Torpedo launchers are working fine. Looking good. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, here we go for that. Just gotta let that set now before I can attach this part. There we go. Looks good. Alright, now let's attach the final two halves, and this thing is all together. Okay, so I'm pushing the wires up inside here. Now I just got to get the glue on here. Oh my God. This is the messy part. Is this even gonna work? It should. Okay, so I'm pushing the wires up inside here. Now I just got to get the glue on here. I'm putting it on pretty thick here. Okay, this is down on there now, but I had issues with the lighting. For one thing, this impulse engine, the light was so dim you could barely see it. So what I did is I changed out the resistor from 470 to 100 ohm, and boy, these two light up beautifully now. It didn't affect any other lighting in the ship here, just these two, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, sexy machine. So I'm ready to put the top here now back on here. See, stuff like this happens, you know. At least this here was easy enough to pull apart the top part, and it's just as easy to put back together, so that's no big deal. There's no damage to the model. I just got to do a little bit of repainting around the edges here, and that's it. I'm just going to double check to make sure that there's no wires that are going to be touching each other before I close it up, because I do not want to pop it apart again. No. And I'm sure my client would appreciate that. And I also replaced a couple of the fiber optic lines here, because even though it wasn't glued, for some reason they snapped off, so I had to replace those. Other than that, this ship lights up like it's Christmas time. It's beautiful. All right, got the final piece on there. Looks good. Let's do a quick lighting test on this thing. Oh yeah, look at those impulse engines now. Oh, mama. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Got a letter all set. And then I can start on the Aztec decals. But That's going to be for another episode. That's it for this episode, everyone. In the next one, we are going to be putting on the Aztec decals. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification button for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do some commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. Also, check out my website, www.epyc.models.com. And also go to my online store. The link is down below. I will see you all again later. Bye-bye.